You thought you'd seen The Last of Us, but
We're back.
we're back. Well, I mean, the holidays happened. We've been busy as,
We've been traveling, we've been busy, and it's been the holidays. But we're wrapping up 2025.
yep, last quarter of the year. Um, I was gonna say a little bit slower than quarters past, but I'm not
I
sure
feel
that's
like it wasn't. It should
um,
have been, but it wasn't.
I mean, we'll get into this later, but I have artists that I saw three plus times in the last quarter of the year.
Exactly. We gotta do merch and song of the day first. So my merch is Jonas Brothers, and on the back, fun fact, they actually spelt Gainbridge Fieldhouse incorrectly. But that
Green Big House.
yeah, doesn't it say Grains Bridge or whatever? Yeah. But it's actually a really sick shirt.
It is. I looked online and it says Gainbridge online now, and I kind of felt like emailing to be like, "Hey, can I have one that actually says the name of the venue?" But I was like, "Do I actually care that much?"
But it's also like kind of funny. So I'm just gonna keep it. Um, yeah, so that's my merch of the day and my song of the day. I haven't really listened to that much music today, to be honest. Bejeweled. We're going with Bejeweled.
Jewel,
That's my song of the day.
my merch of the day is my All American Rejects shirt. Specifically, you can't see it because it's on the back, but it says Blokes and Bros Tour on the back, and it's their tour dates from the Jonas Brothers tour. Because um, in this quarter, Jesus Christ, I saw the Rejects four times in the last quarter of the year. Um, two of which were on the Jonas Brothers tour. So, um, that's this. Um,
Blokes and Bros.
Blokes and Bros. Um, and my song of the day, um, I have had like two very distinct moods today that I don't really like know how to explain, but I was listening earlier to an old one, Roses by Kelsey Ballerini, and I was also really feeling Everyone's a Star by Second to Summer today.
Like specifically the song Everyone's a Star.
Everyone's a Star, yeah.
It's a good one. I think that's the only song that I've actually listened to today. So
Then that should have been yours.
I know, but I picked five sauce last time. So okay. Are we
Final.
doing vinyls? Yeah.
You want to go first then?
Sure. My first one is, oh man, holding Chasing the Chimera. And this one is the Spotify version. So it's like the tricolor one. Um, Very special album to us this quarter. We got to I'm like trying to remember everything from this quarter is crazy. But we got the album early. We got to listen for my birthday together and it was so special. Um yeah. And this album is amazing and I can't wait to see it like literally what, three times next year?
Who knows how many times?
At least three.
Well, I have the same one. However, I got a different pressing of this one, so I guess it's a little bit interesting. Um, I got the Graffiti Records one that is the splatter. Um, that's the only thing that's different, but this is cool. And Joe Jonas has it, and it was limited to 500, so that is my first one as well.
My second one, I think you have the same second one as me. But my second one is the one in, oh, but you have a different pressing than me. My second one is Everyone's a Star, Pink Glitter, whatever it's called, Pink Limousine, you know what I mean? Um, and yeah, honestly, the album that I was most anticipating this year, and it did not disappoint. The vinyl is stunning, and I did also get the customized Banquet Records insert.
Yeah, that's two of mine. So here, I have my insert right here because that's one of mine.
Yee, Abby is a star. That's what mine says too.
Um, yours says Abby is a star.
Yeah.
I have this is the same exact one that you have that just came with the signed one. And then I also got the
It's so sick. That's sexy.
this is the alt cover version of this album, Clear Disc. Um, yeah. So the whole design of it is different, but the actual content is the same. But I like this cover way better than the other one.
Brutal.
Sorry.
My next three, actually, but my next one, are all from Abby for Christmas. So
Yay.
Abby was very thoughtful and did like specific memories tied to albums that she gave me for Christmas that we have had this year. So my first one is This Is What It Feels Like, Gracie Abrams, because we had Gracie Palooza this year, and this one's just, I don't think they, do they have different colors of this one? Yeah, I think it's just black.
It wouldn't surprise me if next
Hmm.
year there's a 5 year anniversary version of that album, unfortunately. But
Yeah. But yeah, this is the Gracie vinyl that Abby got me because I already have Good Riddance and Secret of Us. So,
and you have both live albums.
yeah, so I already had the live albums. Yeah, also because of Abby. So she got me This Is What It Feels Like. And yeah, I'm very excited to have this one because I've been contemplating buying it for myself anyways and finally have it in my collection.
Well, one of mine is one of my last one is one you also got, which is really funny.
Oh, that's my next one anyways.
The last one is none other than Joe Jonas, his solo album, Music for People Who Believe in Love, the white one. Um, this was an album that we both like wouldn't shut up about this year, and we went to go see the Jonas Brothers together in Indianapolis for Mikaila's birthday. So my gifts to her were kind of themed after some of the trips that we went on this year. And
Yeah, so this is my second vinyl that Abby had gotten me. It's actually really funny that we both got each other the same
yeah,
vinyl for Christmas.
um, Only Love Forever. Thank you very much.
My last one, also from Abby, is oh, well, you can't see the cover because I have this insert in, but I got Maren Morris Dreamsicle because uh, and it's literally the coolest, like
I
what is it?
love
I
that
think it's like
person.
Cool Blue, I think it's called.
Yeah, full
Poolside
head.
Clear, yeah. So, we went to Nashville, as we've talked about on a different quarter recap, but we went to Nashville, and this was like basically one of the soundtracks to that entire Nashville trip. So, and we got to finish out the trip seeing Marin. So this was like that's the reason I got this one. And I got the signed one, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Oh, and also shout out Erica Fox. We love you.
Shout out Fabian Chavez.
What?
Jonas Brothers.
Oh yeah, for the previous final.
Yeah.
It was like, what?
Yeah. He's a genre switcher now.
I was like, what am I missing here?
No.
Anyways, that's all for me.
Since we're talking about shows, should we just go for it?
Start out with our shows of the year or the quarter, I mean. If we did the year, we'd be here for about 5 hours.
Actually. Um, my first one of the quarter was October 10th.
Year before me.
All right, buckle up, kids. So my first two of the quarter actually, I had planned for months actually, to go to Milwaukee. I two of the artists that I really wanted to see this year, were the Jonas Brothers and Lorde. Um, and they were both playing in Milwaukee on the same weekend. So, my sister and I had planned Jonas Brothers like literally back in March. Um, and Lorde announced her show in Milwaukee in like May, and they were like, "All right, we're going Columbus Day weekend. We are going to Lorde on Friday, Jonas Brothers with Rejects on Sunday, and that's what we're doing." So that's what we did. And Lorde was first. Lorde was at the College Arena in downtown Milwaukee. And I will be completely honest, I never went to my seats for that show. I looked at TickPick and I was like, hey, these seats in the front row of the 100s right by the stage would be really nice to sit in, and somebody's charging $600 for them. So I'm going to go sit there. And I did. And I stayed there the whole show. So yeah,
Abby just sends me a picture just like casually with her feet. I'm not gonna show you
like
my feet.
basically on the
I was
stage.
just about to put the dogs on camera. Um, just like her feet on the stage.
Yeah. Um, so that was a very unexpected special memory. And Lord's album from this year, Virgin, was one of my favorites of the year. So um if you haven't checked out our top 10 albums of the year, go check them.
It might
Um
have made the list.
it might have. If I just said it's my favorite, it probably did, but you never know. Don't know where it fell. And then on Sunday we went to Jonas Brothers with Rejects, and I had never seen the Jonas Brothers before, shockingly. And I got Tantrum, which is like
Oh,
my favorite Jonas Brothers songs ever. They played it twice the entire tour. It was one of the shows that was live streamed on Samsung TV Plus, which was cool. We got Yellow Card as a guest, which was cool. Um, they did the Versus Mega Mix, which was cool. Um, yeah,
you got only love.
we got Only Love. Yeah. And it was the only time that I heard It Ends Tonight on the reject set list from Jonas Brothers too. So, um, yeah, that show was really fun. I was literally like I was actually in the back row of, well, not like back, but like on the side, the last row of the section. Um, but had a great time. Anyway, um, so yeah, that was my first two of the quarter.
What a lineup.
Yeah.
Back to back to back to back bangers. Um, my first two were literally back to back. I went to see Halsey twice for
Um,
back to back. Was it back to Badlands tour? Back to
Back to
Badlands.
Badlands.
Which was insane. Like I had been wanting that to happen for such a long time. And I got to go to the opening night, which was insane. I had no idea what to expect. Like I knew she was gonna sing the whole Badlands album, but like I didn't know if there was gonna be like other songs added in and like whatever. So it was cool to see like it kind of seems like for anyone that has seen the tour, it seems like she plays all of her hits, obviously, but I feel like she also added in songs that like maybe Badlands like inspired those songs or like they would have fit on Badlands or like that era.
Yeah.
And I went with my friend, and then the second night I went with my mom, and my mom like had the best time, and she was so proud of herself because she stood in the pit for the whole time. Next
Okay.
one is the 17th.
You're next.
So then this was my bender week. Then I drove to Vegas the day after I saw Halsey,
I forgot about that.
and I went to see Lorde, which was really cool because one of my friends that I went with, Lorde is like her all-time favorite artist. And I feel like whenever you go to a show with somebody who is like their absolute favorite artist, it just makes it like so special. So, like, Lorde has always been one of those people where it's like I've listened to her music for my whole life, but it's like I was very much on the outside of like being like an insane fan with it.
Yeah.
But I will say something very cool about Lorde is like, how does she make an arena feel so small?
Oh, yes.
And that's like the biggest takeaway that I had from that. Like, I felt like I was Like I had good seats, but I was like, I'm still in an arena, like very far from you, but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm seeing you in like a 300 person venue. So,
The crazy thing for me about Lord 2 is like there obviously there are moments of the show that like I remember, but there aren't moments where I like remember really specific things besides like how it looked or
hmm.
things like that. But like the strongest thing that I remember is how I felt,
Yeah,
which
no,
is
I feel that.
so cool.
Yeah, I feel that. I would say the one moment that I remember very vividly was like jumping to green light. Like I will
Yeah,
remember that forever.
too.
But other than that, like I feel like it was just like, wow, I'm like having the best time being
Yeah.
here. So that was that.
My next one is the 21st of
You're
October.
next. I don't have anything till Indianapolis, so
I went to see Tate McRae. I had been wanting to go see Tate McRae since I was like, I honestly, I think I've tried to buy tickets to see Tate McRae 5 times and never got them. But again, I went with my sister. Um, that show was wild. Like I, the crowd at Tate McRae was kind of interesting.
I agree.
Um, and the etiquette was not the best. And Alessi Rose was her opener. And I mean, we've done so many write-ups on Alessi Rose on our site already, so we're big fans of her too. Um, but no one performs like Tate, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's sick.
Yeah. All right, Jonas Annapolis.
Oh my God. So here's the thing. One thing about Abby and I is we can never speak the words, wouldn't it be funny? Because it's never funny. It ends up, it is funny, but like it always ends up happening.
Happening anyway. Yeah.
So like if you would like something to happen, then you just have to utter the words, wouldn't it be funny if we
Yes.
did such and such thing? So we said, wouldn't it be funny if we went to Indianapolis for your birthday for the second year in a row, but this time we saw the Jonas Brothers
Jonas.
and the All American Rejects? And so thus we did. And for the second year in a row, I flew to Chicago on Halloween and we drove to Indianapolis on my birthday and we saw the one and only. And honestly, like I had been having really shit luck with going to see the Jonas Brothers this tour. Um, it was not greetings from my hometown. It was greetings from Indianapolis. But
Yeah. 2,000 miles. But for that night and that night only,
it was my
Indianapolis,
hometown.
Indiana was your hometown.
Dude, okay. I mean, I feel like we should go into detail because this show was so fun. Like,
Oh my God.
first of all, where is the hotel that we stayed at?
The Embassy Suites.
Shout out to the lady at the Embassy Suites who poured the margaritas.
Oh my
You're
God.
a real one.
With us too.
Two margaritas, and it was one of those moments where it's like two shots of vodka.
Glug, 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 glug.
And so,
We had a
um,
great time during your decks.
we had a great time during Rejects. There was headbanging, there was dancing. I think me, you, and the girl next to us might have been the only ones dancing, but that's okay.
Okay. That's all you
Um,
need.
and then
We
yeah,
were
that
in
was
a
great.
hotel.
And then we saw the Jonas Brothers, which I mean, changed my life. I mean, let me just say, when Big Rob came out, I
Lost your mind.
think my soul left my body.
Like I can't believe you didn't like blow out your vocal cords.
I literally went like, I keep like almost putting my feet on the camera, but I literally like kicked my leg up and was screaming.
I know.
Um, and yeah, it was amazing. Although I like do have a bone to pick because like no mega mix, whatever.
Yeah. No guess.
No guest. I mean, we were the special guests, obviously. Um, but yeah, no only love.
No tantrum.
But other than that, 10 out of 10 experience. Oh, and we got to see Franklin Jonas. We
Oh my
forgot.
God, road soda.
Yeah, 10 out of
Yeah,
10.
10 out of 10 for Shersies. My next one is the 8th of November.
Me too,
We went on the same day.
I guess. Where did you go?
I went to Halsey.
Oh yeah, we did. I went to Tate on the same day you went to Halsey.
That was on the same day.
I guess.
Dude, I did not remember that. You want to go first or should I?
You can go.
Okay. I went to Halsey back to Badlands tour at the worst venue in the entire world, Aragon Ballroom. Sorry. Okay, it's not the it's pretty bad. Sound is not good. The stage is like a million years tall. That's a safety issue going down those stairs. Um, the only good thing about it is I did indeed show up at doors and I was in like the eighth row on the
Yeah.
left. Um, which is great. Um, and I was gonna go back for the second night. I had tickets. Man, I'm too
Yeah.
old.
Are they getting too old for this shit?
Nights in a row of standing in Aragon Ballroom for like 4 hours. I was just not going to have a good time. So I did unfortunately sell my tickets on that one. But that does not detract from the fact that I had a great time at the first show. And when Halsey at the end was like picking songs for like what the surprise songs were going to be, it was like Scream for How Loud You Want the Song. And the choices were Tokyo Narita, um, Devil in Me, and Bad at Love. She screamed for Bad at Love on the Badlands tour. Goodbye.
Canceled.
Not a choice. Um, but we got a little treat and we got both Tokyo Narita and Devil in Me. So,
So you won.
and Is There Somewhere?
Oh,
Finally, I heard Is There Somewhere?
I know. And I was gonna say also, I forgot to mention this, that Garden was on the set list, which is
Oh
really
yeah.
cool because that was like only released for the anniversary and had been around for a long time.
And we didn't know this until that show, but there was apparently a song that got written at the same time as Garden for Badlands that was called Chicago. It's
Oh,
never
really?
yeah, and I think I forgot to talk about this. But yeah, Halsey was talking about how there is a song that was written about that time and it was called Chicago. And people were like, play it. And she's like, I haven't like sung that song in like 10 years, but
Yeah, she's
it's
probably
really
like, I
good.
don't even know the words. I went to Tate McRae on the same day that you went to Halsey in Palm Springs. And I would agree, the crowd was an interesting vibe, but it was really
Yeah,
fun. Um,
I'll get kicked in the head
yeah, I didn't almost get kicked in the head. I there was
on
I mean,
purpose.
I will say like there was a lot of people younger than me there, which is fine, but like they're not the most like
She's younger than me.
that's true. She's younger than both of us. So, I guess that makes sense. It was actually really cool because I had seen Tate before. Like I was trying to remember if it was 3 or 4 years ago, but I saw her at a radio show, three, because it was right when like what is her EP called? I used to think I could fly.
Yeah, that was her first album.
Or okay, it was her first
So,
album. So that was like around the time that that album came out,
mhm.
and it's just crazy to see like how different her stage like
Present.
presence is in comparison to then. Like she is insane now, and it was so cool. So 10 out of 10 would recommend seeing T as well. So I feel like I've been talking for years. My next one was I finally got to see the Rex.
Yeah.
And this one's actually funny. I went to Riverside. I mean, I think I've maybe been to Riverside like once in my life prior to this, but I went the venue, I can't remember what it was called, but it was really nice. I had to walk through an entire Christmas festival to get there, and I literally it took forever.
Yeah.
Um, but I got to cover the Rex, and also I'm gonna include this. don't know if I'm like allowed to say it, but they gave me a VIP upgrade and I got to meet them after.
That's
Um,
pretty cool.
and they were some of the nicest people like I've ever met. They were so cool. And seeing I Love This Part changed my life.
Yeah.
Because that genuinely was one of my top songs of 2025. So, um, yeah, and that was my first time seeing the Rex, and it was amazing. And that's all I have to say, really.
Well, my next one is very different from the Jonas Brothers, the All American Rejects and Halsey, because my next one was Paul McCartney. Um, I decided to go the day before. I had been looking at tickets for months, but they were just way too expensive. Like face value nosebleeds for this freaking tour were like $380. Like, oh my gosh. Um, but I successfully have seen both of the remaining living Beatles and Let It Be live. It is impossible to not cry. Like, if you love music at all and understand the like magnitude of how the Beatles influenced music, just like hearing that was like, whoa. Um, and in his 80s, Mr. What, Sir Paul McCartney playing for 3 hours like the legend that he is.
Yeah, that is like so sick to have seen both of them.
Both of them this year. I went to three Beatles concerts this year.
Oh yeah, because you saw Ringo twice this year.
Twice. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane.
And my next one was the next day, so I'm probably next.
Yeah.
I went to see Mammoth. Shout out Wolf Van Halen. Um,
Shout out Wolf Van Halen. We love your Drumeo video.
yeah. Um, honestly, I would go see Mammoth again. Absolutely, I would. It was the House of Blues in Chicago. Showed up after the first opener and was in like the front row of the like upper section. Yeah, had a great time.
We love.
Oh, he literally had kidney stones during the show and he still played anyway. Like, oh my God, how rock star is that?
Yeah, that's pretty rock and roll.
Um, but yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff, good stuff. What's your next one?
Jonas Brothers again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have anything until rejects, so
Well, I went to the Jonas Brothers again. Who's surprised? Third and final Jonas Brothers of the year. They were playing at the arena, like right by where I live. Um, it takes me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to drive there. Although it did not take that long this time because of the freaking traffic. But I literally sat again in like the back row. Um, but set list was different. They played some of the Christmas music. Nick added Gut Punch, which is out New Year's Day, which is cool. Um, what else? The only thing that I didn't get on all my Jonas Brothers shows, I never got Camp Rock
damn.
one day. But I went with my mom. That was fun. Just very casual. I literally went for $25.
Your mom's a big Joe Bro fan now.
Oh, now she is, yeah. Between the two of us, we've watched the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie enough times that you can count on two hands, probably.
It's so funny. I've only watched it once, I think. Next year I'll watch it again. It'll be a new yearly tradition.
Yes, it will. And then after the Jonas Brothers in Chicago, Mikaila
Abby
and I,
flew to me.
yeah, I went to three concerts in three cities in 3 days, like a psychopath. Um, to be fair, two of them were San Diego and LA, but still. Yeah, so I flew to San Diego and we went to see the All American Rejects at the Sound
Hmm.
in Omar.
Del Mar. Yeah, and I'd never been to the Sound, surprisingly. Um, really cool venue, to be honest. And oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. like the rejects were great and all, but like the highlight for me was when the first opener sang Fall Out Boy.
I know.
So I'm so sorry to the All American Rejects. No, they're not watching this.
No.
Um, but I liked the first opener singing Fall Out Boy.
We got the live debut of Get This.
We did get the live debut of Get This. And
For worse.
what'd you say?
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse. Um, I would say for me, highlight of their set, every single time is probably Sweat. So
Big fan of that one, I know. Well, by this point, this was the fourth time that I'd seen the rejects this year. And um we're getting to the point now where I don't get to add a lot of new music to my live playlist when I see the rejects. Um, but one that I did get was One More Sad Song.
but that was in LA, right?
No,
Where was I?
I don't know. One More Sad Song was on the set list in San Diego, and that was a new one for me. And the guitars in that song, like, yeah, good
Shout
stuff.
out Mike, shout out Nick.
Mhm.
Um, then we went to K Rock Christmas.
Yes, we did.
That was so cool. There was so many like bands that just like legendary bands on that lineup. Like who did we see? We saw Wet Leg. I'll say the people that I was like most excited to see. I enjoyed seeing Wet Leg because they're awesome. Um, I mean, Rejects, obviously Papa Roach.
Saw Yellow Card again.
Yeah, you saw Yellow Card again. We saw Third Eye Blind. I'm definitely forgetting people. And then Evanescence.
Yeah,
So, um,
that show is like, what did we do?
no, my
Like,
brain just shut off. Like I'm like, how do I even like process that show? Like I feel like that show is so long.
oh my gosh. Yes, the first band went on at 5:30 and Evanescence left the stage at like 11:45.
So I feel like we were there for my whole life.
I know. You know, we make jokes about living at the Forum, but that day we did.
Yeah, not my house, but I do know my way around. And oh my God, I forgot to share. Dude, I caught Papa Roach's drumstick. Dude, I should hold on.
Show, 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 show.
You know, it was not on my bingo card. My first ever drumstick or like pick or anything from a band being from Papa Roach. But here it is. And
And
it
you
did
just walk past him.
indeed land on my feet
Yeah.
in the 100. So
That,
that
that sounds
man,
like an exaggeration, but it is straight up not an exaggeration. It literally was thrown, fell on top of her feet. I saw it with my eyeballs.
and like that man chucked it. Like we were
He
in the
did.
hundreds.
100, yeah.
So
Not the front.
no. Bring me back to life.
I have to say that was like the perfect way to end my year was hearing that song live.
Honestly, yeah.
Completely random. I was so tired that I didn't even know what to do with myself, but it was great. And Amy Lee's vocals never hit, never missed, never ever missed.
I agree. She was incredible. Um, that was not my last concert of the year. I actually just had my last concert of the year 2 days ago, and I went to go see Wild Horses Festival in San Diego. Um, we went specifically for Mumford and Sons. They were the headliners. But then also Lord Huron is my friend that I went with, like another one of her favorite artists. So she was like, we have to go. I love these people. Like, we need to be there. So, and it was cool because our seats got upgraded. We were like supposed to be in the 300s, and they were like, hey, here's your new tickets. And we got moved to the hundreds. It didn't rain. It was supposed to. It was at Petco Park. It was outside. I would have been soggy. Um, and I will say, like, you know those artists that like you hear the studio recording and you're like, yeah, they're good. But then like I listened to Lord Huron live and like I was like, wow, like this guy jams. And also it's really cool. He has like a phone booth and he like had the phone like has a microphone and so he like and it's kind of like warped a little bit. Um and so he sings into that for parts of the show, which was cool. And Mumford and Sons was like insane. And I didn't know that Marcus Mumford also played drums.
Yeah. Why did I know that?
I don't know, but I guess I live under a rock because he just starts. I look down for 1 minute. I look back up. He's not playing guitar anymore. He's on the drums and he's singing. And I'm like, wait, what is happening right now?
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, really good show. And that ended my year.
Nice. Should we talk a little bit about favorite songs and favorite albums of the year or the quarter? We'll talk about quarter, not the year.
All
But
right, you go first.
well, everyone's a star. Duh. Top album.
Everyone's a Star, top album of the year. Like,
Quarter. We're talking quarter, bro.
I don't care. It's my top album of the year.
Okay. Quarter, year, life, whatever.
Yeah, no,
Um,
honestly, quarter year life. It is what it is. That's my top album. Let's go into it. That album as a whole is so like the theme of the album is incredible. Coming from the album aficionado herself, Abby, how do you feel about it?
I feel like they very much captured the idea of how isolating it can be, um, to be a person who's in the spotlight, where everyone loves you, but then also kind of figuring out the um, oppositional feeling of when you're behind closed doors and finding somebody who does like love you for who you are as an actual person and not just your persona. That's what the album is about, and they hit the
They
nail on the
nailed it. Like it's so beautiful and also like really fucked up in a way, but it's so good. Hmm.
yeah.
Um, Other top albums of the year.
Of the quarter.
Sorry. What even came out in this quarter?
Chasing the Chimera.
Oh yes. I'm like,
One came out 4 5 sauce. If you have not listened to Please Follow by Del Watergap, please stop listening to this podcast right now and go do that and then come back. Um,
oh, it's
that
one of
song.
his best songs that he's ever released.
Yes.
And did you see he wanted that to be a single, but they said no because it
Yes.
was too long. And I'm like,
Yes.
no, that song is
Want
amazing.
it. Other ones for me. Technically Life of a Showgirl came out this quarter. We talked about that last time, but technically that was this quarter. Um, So Close to What Deluxe came out this quarter. Um, I my opinion on that is that So Close to What Deluxe would have been astronomical as a new EP. I think that So Close to What is very similar actually to Everyone's a Star in concept. And the deluxe version was very much about like when a relationship ends and you're in that position, who are you to yourself and to the world when like you're pretending to be okay for everyone else who like shows up to see you and looks to you, but you cannot like you're internally not someone who is in a place who can be doing that. So, and the fact that it's like a breakup album in general, people leave that stuff up all the time. So personally, I think it should have been a separate EP. But you know, each team knows best. Whatever.
I agree because I also just think like sonically it is quite different
Yeah.
than the original. And it's interesting. This has not this is like a just an on like a rant about not a rant, but this is like it's interesting because we said the opposite about Eternal Sunshine,
Yes.
having the continuation of like, hey, this relationship ended and this is where I'm at now, even though you could tell that those songs were written later,
Yeah.
we felt like it finished the story and so close to what I feel like could have been separate.
I feel like it started a new story that didn't fit with the old one.
Yeah.
Other ones for me, I highly enjoyed It's Not That Deep, Demi Lovato. Um,
Yes.
Great dance pop album. I intend to see her live next year. Um, Sorry to Myself and Let You Go are some extremely good pop songs. Um, the album that I feel like she's been waiting her career to make.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like that album is very much like if you combine like all the best parts of albums that she's made previously, it's that.
yeah. And I will also throw in there Mount Pleasant, Kelsey Ballerini. That's an EP, but
We can still count it.
she is so good at like in between album cycles, putting together little projects that kind of illustrate a change in her personal life in such a way that is highly reachable to people of her similar demographic. Um, and Mount Pleasant is like in terms of an album that captures like I put everything into being a famous person and going on tour and making my dream happen. Um, and I thought that I had like this all figured out. And then, like, we all know my marriage fell apart. And talked about that on the last EP. But guess what? The new relationship fell apart too. And now I don't know what I'm doing. Um, but just the way that she like puts that into words is a lot more eloquent than what I just said. Um,
Well, and then it's just also realizing like, oh man, did I put like my career so far above like my relationships? And now
well,
I'm older and I'm like, did I make a mistake almost? Like, or
and it's not just like did I like it's just uncertainty kind of across the board. Like Emerald City is about like did I like try so hard to like know this person that like I kind of ignored their past. People pleaser is like did I ignore myself so much that I don't
don't
know
know
how to show
myself.
up for myself and check on your friends. It's like have I ignored the feelings of other people so much because I was looking out for myself in my life and how do I change that? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and listen to that one again. And I can't even talk about the revisionist.
Songs of the quarter. Um, why am I forgetting? Such a
Here's what I'll
funny,
do.
such a funny way. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah,
Such a funny way.
yeah.
I'm like, was I thinking it's called Such a Funny Feeling? Such a Funny Way, Sabrina Carpenter getting released on Christmas. Amazing.
I'll just for anybody who is watching the video version of this, my top songs of the quarter,
Wait, should
just
I pull?
literally all Del Water Gap, Everyone's a Star, and Life of a Showgirl. And it here, it goes on. So you scroll a little bit, still the same. Oh, and then there's Joe Jonas, and
I
then just
just
keep going.
is okay. Yeah. So, actually, I'm embarrassed to show my.
Oh my gosh.
It's not okay. Everyone's a star. Boy band. Telephone busy. The Rocks. Evolve. I'm scared. I'll never sleep again. Chest. The Fate of Ophelia. Apparently, telephone busy again. Because I must have listened to it as the single and the album version. Elizabeth Taylor. So yeah, basically I only listened to Taylor Swift and Five Sauce.
Yeah. So how many shows did you go to in 2025?
I think it was 38.
I was 44.
Um, and honestly, let's get emotional for a second. Happy first year of all the things music.
Ah, coming to a close.
coming to a close. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, uh, Happy New Year. Thank you for watching All the Things Music, the podcast.
Yay!
Subscribe, uh, check out our website, allthethings-music.com. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't know. Um,
All
that's
the
it.
things.
All the things.
Ding ding dong.